Yeah, my friends. The groups for the 2026 World Cup have been decided, and I'm here in the United States where the World Cup will also take place. Mexico, United States, Canada. We're here to give you the best coverage of the World Cup, including for Placa magazine and also here on the Paparazzo Rubro-Negro channel. And we have the groups set here. I think it's important for us to show the groups here. Group A is Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and Europe. D, which could be Denmark, Macedonia, Czech Republic, or Ireland. Group B is Canada, Europe A, which could be Italy, Bosnia, Wales, or Northern Ireland, Qatar, and Switzerland. Group C is Brazil's group it's C. Yeah, and guys, for those who think it's weird seeing me without a beard, it's because Otinho is here and my beard was bothering him. I have to shave. I have to shave every day now, also because when I shave, it hurts too. So Group C, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland, right? Group D, United States, Paraguay, Australia, and Europe C, right? Because look, United States, Paraguay, Australia, and Europe C, meaning Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, or Kosovo. Kosovo, yes, thank you, love. Group E, Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. Germany advances easily. Group F, Netherlands, Japan World Playoff with Iraq, Suriname, or Bolivia and Tunisia. Netherlands and Japan advance easily. I'll review the groups and say who I think will advance. I think the United States and Paraguay will advance in Group D, Brazil and Morocco in Group C. I think Italy or another European country will advance with Switzerland in Group B. Group A, Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, depending on which European team joins. If it's Denmark, I think Mexico and Denmark will advance. For Group F, which I mentioned earlier, not the Netherlands. Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. For me, Belgium will advance, and probably either Egypt or Iran. It's an easy group for Belgium as well. Group H, Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. Spain and Uruguay will advance easily. Group I, France, Senegal, Europe B, which is Ukraine, Sweden, Poland, Albania, and Norway. So for me, France and Senegal will also advance, even though Norway is there. I think Senegal is stronger. Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, just A, and Jordan. What does this group mean for Argentina and Austria? It's the toughest one, but still my mouth. Group K, Portugal, playoff, which has Congo, Jamaica, New Caledonia, Uzbekistan, Portugal, and Colombia will likely advance. Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. For me, England advances, and then Croatia and Ghana will fight for the second spot or even the first. This group is tougher than most, except for Panama. These are the World Cup groups. We're here thanks to the Million Picks, reminding you that you can earn points. You buy points and exchange them for products, and those products you exchange for experiences. Man, the point is, it's a benefits club. You make your exchanges like this and you still get lucky numbers to win up to 20,000 reais in instant prizes. You scratch, find it, and win a Pix in your account. And today there's also the 1 million reais prize, which you can secure today with the Million Pix. We're here to let you know you can still secure your spot at the Intercontinental Cup and Club World Cup. This is your moment, man. The price is going up like crazy. You can secure tickets for all 3 games or just for the semifinal or only the final, but you know that the semifinal and final aren't guaranteed. Flamengo has to get past the Cruz Azul team from Mexico, so it's really important. In fact, I'm going to bring you some really important information about the Cruz Azul team from Mexico. Flamengo has a certain advantage, but it's not a huge advantage. I'll discuss Flamengo's squad and share the team's departure in partnership with Coluna do Fla. But we have an important situation to share with you here. Regarding the challenge of making Ruberti Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Sonia Ruberti, subtitles. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles, Sonia Ruberti. Subtitles by Sonia. Subtitles by Sonia Ruberti. Okay. Flamengo announced Diogo Alves, Everton, Araujo, Michael, and Alassian will travel to Doha Sunday, arriving Monday. Okay. And we have the plan that Flamengo is going to invest. I even talked about this. Flamengo is going to invest about 1 billion in the professional team, that is between salaries, payroll, and signings. And that's way above, right? For example, in 2025, Flamengo made 750 million in football. And this year, 2026, is going to be 1 billion. Flamengo should sign 4 or 5 players, each costing about 50 million. Signings of $10 million, 10 million euros. There are going to be a lot of good signings, right? The main goal is to keep the squad together, but there will be signings. Flamengo is calm because they have money in the bank. They've been making a profit, so that's the explanation we have to bring to you. I have some interesting information here regarding the matter of Flamengo's flight, right? Flamengo is going to travel on a spectacular flight. Look at this. We have the images here. Look how amazing Flamengo is traveling in high luxury. Look at that, Flamengo traveling on a luxury plane, okay? The flight will be on a Boeing 767 from Aeronexus, configured in very important person standard with capacity for 96 passengers, ensuring total comfort. The red-black delegation on the trip, they need nothing. See, Leila keeps wanting to get a good plane all year long and everything, showing off when it matters, going to the Club World Cup, to Qatar. Flamengo goes with a great plane, right? So Flamengo is powerful, and here we are showing that Flamengo. They will train at the Al Hersal Training Center on Monday and Tuesday before the match against Cruz Azul from Mexico. If they get past the Pyramids and then Paris Saint-Germain, who are already in the final, that's just absurd, guys. This image here by Rino Ferreira turned out fantastic. Mr. Denier, who has unfortunately passed away, holding there, look how awesome. Mr. Denier with the Libertadores and Brasileirão trophies, right? Man, that's really moving. A fantastic moment for Flamengo, and we're also following a bit of the work there. The guys do cool things with IR, right? It was worth seeing Mr. Denier carrying Flamengo's trophies again. Reminder, tomorrow at noon is Aeroflot. Flamengo fans should go support. But don't get on the bus. That's a request from Flamengo. There was a big loss with the last bus, and it could give way and hurt the players and the fans. There is no reason for us to do this. Have your celebration, hit the bus, wave to the players, sing, but don't break anything. Don't climb on the bus. That's a request from Flamengo themselves. All right, everyone, let's bring it here. Mango's departure. We've already covered everything. Transfer market, World Cup, and Mango's trip to Mirassol, with the alternate under-20 team, including Michael and Alassian.
Flamengo's delegation is arriving now, heading to Mirassol with Zanotto present. Flamengo, who are the Brazilian champions, now play the last round against Mirassol tomorrow at Maio Stadium, away from home in the interior of São Paulo. Flamengo, who arrive as Brazilian champions, already have the title secured and are now just looking to fulfill the fixture. Let's put it this way, the last game, the last round, just to end this championship winning campaign in the Brazilian Championship on a high note. This first bus here brings the coaching staff, communication team members, doctors, healthcare professionals, and the club's marketing staff. Meanwhile, over there, the traditional red and black bus, the one that really marks the arrival of the players. Where does that bus arrive? We already know it's Club de Regatas do Flamengo arriving at the location, and they've just arrived here now on the bus. That's a detail. Four-time Libertadores champion, there it is on the sign, really cool. Flamengo, four-time Libertadores champion, and also the Brasileirão champion. So that's the atmosphere here, with Flamengo's squad arriving. Here at Galeão Airport, there's already some movement from the security staff, and the players are also getting ready to come down. Like the entrance there, the boarding area, the very important person lounge at Galeão, security guards are positioned there. That's Pinheiro, greeted by other security members as the first to come down. That's Alfredo Sampaio, followed by Bruno Pivete, the coach who will lead this game, tomorrow's game. Felipe Luis isn't traveling with his teammates, he isn't traveling with this under-20 squad, so Bruno Pivete will be responsible for leading and coaching this under-20 team, mixed with some professionals for tomorrow's game. The squad is arriving. Yes, traveling to Mirassol. traveling to Mirassol. There, security there, unloading the bags. Equipment there. Soon, the players will actually start coming down here to enter the main hall over there. There, look nice. Once again, another detail there, constantly changing the letters. Flamengo, grit, love, passion, 4-time Libertadores champion, inclusive for everyone. That's it, I love it. Removing bags from the Libertadores. That's cool, really detailed. This tribute from Flamengo to the players, and we're bringing it here exclusively for you and from Pomodo Flamengo guys. There's already some movement here, right, from the club staff, already waiting for the descent, and it's about to start. The movement for the descent is already beginning. Of these players who are going to play against Mirassol, a team, as everyone already knows, a team made up of many youth players, under 20s really, and now the players have started moving. And there are some familiar names like the defender Johnny, who has been called up several times by Felipe Luis's attack, a player who is always around. Look, also thanking now already making an appearance here as Flamengo arrives for their departure to Mirassol. The players there are well known, like Camargo himself over there. One of the players who caught the attention back in Felipe Luis's time with the under-17s when he was still the coach of the under-17 team. There's Michael, one of the professionals traveling with this under-20 squad for the match against Mirassol. There as well. Now here comes Pablo Lucio, followed by João Vitor, a defender who is already part of the professional squad and is now playing for the under-20s, Daniel Sales, also a right back, an important player in the under-20 Club World Cup campaign. But these guys are young, and the fans, the crowd here, they're always cheering for them, that's it. Look, Joshua, I think he's one of the players Felipe Luis is always betting on. He scored a debut goal right away in the Copa do Brasil. Defender Iago, also the under-20 captain, making his presence felt. Followed by goalkeeper Leo Nanette. Goalkeeper Diogo Alves is also here, followed by Douglas Telles, a player who scored an important goal. And here, look, it's Alassian. Alassian is one of the professionals who are traveling with the team for the first match. But he travels to Tora in Qatar on Sunday to join the professionals for this intercontinental competition. The same happens with Egerton Araujo, another player joining the squad. He travels on Sunday to Tora to join the professionals in the Club World Cup competition. The members of the delegation, the coaching staff, the professionals who work at the club, the backstage staff, the internal team at the club, they're the ones who make everything happen.